Hey guys.
Hey everyone.
Hello.
Hey everyone.
Everyone here. Cool.
One more.
Nice to meet you all. Seth, we met just yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you too.
So what's your name? Angelos, can I say?
Angelos, yes.
Angelos.
The Greek name has to be difficult.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That's why I've been pretty obsessed with Greece lately.
Okay, good for you. Games are nice.
Yeah.
If you have a spare time, you can be more involved in Eden. We don't all have the luxury to participate as much as we can.
Yeah, that's why it's a great opportunity. And Luca, where are you from?
I'm from Slovenia, Europe.
Luka Doncic.
Yeah. He's from Slovenia as well. Yeah, he's the most known Slovenian, probably.
He's so fun to watch. Love watching him play.
Yeah. He streams games as well, right? I think so. He streams games as well, right?
What game? Sorry,
streams.
Oh yeah,
he games.
streams,
I'm not sure which one.
Yeah. When he's not playing, yeah.
Right.
So Zach is here. Where's video for Zach?
Yeah, come in.
Hello, Zach.
Zach.
If anyone is recording, I click the option to allow everyone. I'm not sure if I had to do it, but I've done it.
It still says, please ask the host to give you permission. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong.
No, I definitely pressed the button. I think I am the host because I created the link. So
yeah, it shows recording for you. It's just when I'm trying to click it as well, it tells me please ask the host. Maybe it's on my side, so don't worry. I'm just reporting.
I'm not sure if we also have to check if we are recording audio.
I think it's done automatically, right? You don't. I've never seen an issue with that. So. Yeah.
If it isn't, that will be catastrophe.
Okay, so should we start? Who's running? Who's voting on the?
Yeah, let's just go one by one. Why don't we start from Seth? Left to right.
We don't all have the same left to right. Just to be sure. That you know,
yeah, exactly.
That you know
yeah,
that.
That's true. That's true.
Good point.
So yeah, hi guys. I'm Seth. I work with Void and block-based projects at the moment. And I'm only gonna be voting, but if no one votes, I can run and vote for Anchor. Quite simple.
Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Crypto Dunker. Some of you may have seen my videos. I've been making YouTube videos about EOS since the mainnet launch, so for like 3 years now. And recently we hit 4,000 subscribers, which was it was really nice. And it's been great to see the enthusiasm come back in this community. And yeah, so I have a proposal for myself. Basically, what I kind of want to start is if I win this funding, I want to start something of like a universal basic income based project. Dan has been very adamant and very passionate about his vision for a universal basic income. And I think that's the future too. And I think EOS is the perfect testing grounds for it. So if I win the funding, I'm just going to do some free EOS giveaway to just random EOS users and investors who are, who may, use it to play games and show us how to use EOS. And I think not only is it going to be great for the future of EOS, but it's going to show people its true potential too and get more engagement in the community. So yeah, that's pretty much my idea.
Okay, next.
Should I go? Okay.
Come on,
sure.
Okay, I will go then. Hi, I'm Luca Percic. I'm from Slovenia. We have a small team here called Zeropass. We're working, 3 guys basically. We're working on EOS from, let's say, from the start. We joined, like, we worked with a medical startup, then exchange. We built like a BP rotation contract, and fast forward. Basically, we were third on the Google Block One hackathon with Row. This was the web authentication proof of concept, basically, where we proved that you can use web authentication without the server, because prior to that, it was only done with the server, and that meant that if you lose, if server went offline, you basically lost your keys, so it wasn't really decentralized, and we put all this on the chain. And I am seeking nomination, and for what exactly, we'll tell you now. We are basically building a port. We call this app the port. What is it? It's basically a way to onboard passports on the blockchain, EOS to be specific. So for the end user, the experience is basically like this. You just basically first you like open the app, you scan the QR code on the website that gives you like request. So for instance, Pomelo will give you that request. We are integrating with them, and basically you will scan the code, and then on the phone you will just post your passport on the NFC, and it signs the challenge. Basically, in this case, it can sign the block header, and then you just send this to our contracts, and contracts verify first the signature that was done with the passport, and second, it verifies the public key used, that this was basically a public key that was issued by the country that issued the passport. So there is like all these certificates are basically public. ICAO, this is like organization that manages that organizes those certificates from different countries. You can just onboard this on the chain, and then you can then verify each ID that way directly. Yeah, the good thing here is that there is no like trusted party, except maybe like countries that issue them. But you know, in most ID systems, you just you kind of need to trust like a company or something like that that will basically say, yeah, this user is legit. And yeah, we basically have like site ready and so on, and what we can do in 3 months, because that's kind of the issue, that the project needs to be like small for 3 months. What we can do, we can basically, right now the verification is done on server. So we have finished apps, we have finished this integration for the website, like QR code and so on. And right now we have it on server. We also worked on smart contracts prior, but we didn't finish it because there was no time, there was no funding and so on. So if we get this funding, we can move this whole system to the chain, and it will verify the signatures, RSA signatures from those certificates. And what we can do, we can basically deploy public beta, open source everything in 3 months. What I also can basically promise is to create a Telegram group and bring all the voters in there, issue reports, and we'll probably also try to find somebody that will write LCO enhancement proposal for contract pay. This is like some technology. I can go into it, but let's first move to other decent person as well.
Yeah.
So hope that's okay.
Okay, next person.
Yeah.
Dexter, do you want to speak up?
Yeah, sure. I do not have a proposal for us today. I'm here to participate and vote. So I'm very interested in hearing you guys out and seeing how I can participate in these systems and what sort of proposals people are putting out there, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, a bit of background. I'm based over here in Australia and a bit of I own a couple of businesses and just seeing how I can someday bring these sort of softwares or technologies into the worlds that I currently work in. So that's it for now for guys, but yeah, happy to vote for one of you.
Okay.
Cool.
So since I'm the last one, I'm also not seeking for nomination here. I came to see and support this project because I really like it. I will vote for mainly for a developer. So Luca fits the profile for me because I really want to support small projects on EOS. We saw in the past from Log 1 that not so much funding came to devs. So this is my first, impression. I do not have proposal for other projects, but I will trust a developer because I am a developer also. So this is why I'm here.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you.
Okay, so we have two people running. Crypto Tanker, can you tell us a little bit more? What kind of impact do you think what you want to do will have, and maybe a little bit more about your idea? Because I'm not quite sure like how this universal income, as you said, would work.
Sure. So my idea for it is essentially, I do respect we need more developers in EOS and, more high level ones, and, completely respect and, have my admiration for that. I would just say, I do feel like this kind of represents though that like projects get a lot of money both on blockchain and in real life. For example, like the American government passed like a huge stimulus check and almost all of it went to companies and corporations and like none of it went to the people. And I feel like for me, like what I want to do is really just like take some money and actually give it to people like who could use these projects and who could use, things like what Luca's making or things like Bullish or, any other dApp on EOS. I think the main problem with EOS right now is like tech wise, we're right up there with Cardano or Solana or anybody in terms of speed and all that, but we need better marketing. We need more users basically. And, I could just use my channel to promote like just this universal basic income where people can enter and will be randomly selected to, receive about like, I would say, somewhere between like 20 to 40 EOS per month, depending on which round I get to. And they can use it. My hope is they'll use it, to like, also, I plan to like interview some of them on my channel to ask them how they used it, and they can showcase every which way in which they used EOS. So, some of them may use it for the games on EOS. Some of them may, trade on DeFi. Some of them may, use Bullish. But I feel like this would be a great way not only to give people like money so that they can start using EOS. Some of them may even like create accounts for their friends and bring more users on board. The community will have endless ideas and I have faith in them. So, if we can give some money back to the people, and I can even promote on my channel and show in ways like how, how they've actually used this money. I think that will bring greater visibility to EOS and also, push forward Dan's vision for the universal resource inheritance. So yeah, that'll be it's my initial thoughts.
What I can say is basically, let's assume that I get the support, then I'm perfectly willing to work with Crypto Dunker and I don't know, maybe maybe you can invite people to test, this port, and we can fund it the UBI from that, because this is also a perfect solution for the UBI, because you kind of need to support the passport, and so in theory we can do that as well. Just
Okay.
putting out there, and I'm definitely open. I'm not sure first in which let's say which round we might be or not. So I cannot like really promise anything, but
okay. Yeah, could you explain a little bit more? I mean, I didn't quite understand what this passport is supposed to be for. It was a lot you said in the initial opening.
Yeah, I mean, it's long
because I'm not the
explanation.
developer, so yeah.
So basically, there is an NFC chip on the passports. Basically, most countries have them. There's like a couple of countries like Afghanistan and Pakistan that don't have them, but most do. Even Mexico was one of the last one that added this year. So if you have like a passport with this chip, so there is like I don't know, this small chip, like
the biochip. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, if you have that, you can basically use it with the NFC, and you can use it with our app. You can just put it on.
Sorry.
I
don't mean to interrupt you. Can you explain quickly what an NFC is? Because I'm not a developer.
Yeah, sure. NFC is basically this. Well, whenever you use like a payment card, contactless card, you use in the shop maybe. When you just press it on the POS terminal.
Yeah, like the magnet
thing? Right. That's basic NFC, and you have this on most phones. Some don't have it, but most do have them. All iPhones work, and all Androids that have NFC. So it's basically you just tap it, you follow the basic instructions on the app, and you just tap it. And if it doesn't work on your phone, you can always use somebody else's phone, because it's basically all the data is on the passport. So it's not the app cannot modify anything. So it's also secure to use somebody else's phone if you have like a really old phone or something like that doesn't have NFC.
Okay, and what's exactly the point of it? Is it to like establish someone's identity?
Or... Yeah, basically you attest like account, and then this account, well, it's best to be used just normally without like passport. You just do it once, and then this account basically becomes, it has like a country, right, from where it was attested, and the public key that it was attested from, and how much time it's valid. Because passports expire after 10 years.
Luca,
yeah.
May I ask, are there any privacy concerns there? Because where do you keep those passwords?
Right, so you don't upload any personal information. You only upload hashes on the passports, which doesn't represent any personal information. And the only information that's basically used that can be traced back is your public key. Passports have like public key, and that one your country knows which one it is. So this is the only like link. So basically your country knows that you use it in theory, so they can check in theory. In practice, of course, they don't, because they don't have these systems in place. But other countries, they cannot check as well. So you're kind of secure from other countries. And for all other information, I mean, in theory, it can also be used then to reveal other information on the passport, but this will not go on the chain. So the reveal function is then meant for off-chain, but we will not focus on reveal function for these 3 months, because we kind of want to more solve like this Sybil issue. So when people come and pretend they're different people and just collect. And there is a lot of use cases there. So there is like Pomelo will integrate with us. So for quadratic voting, if you will add this, you'll basically be more trusted as an identity, so it will match higher. And there is also like for, I don't know, like for some voting, there can be airdrops. So for projects, so this is we're thinking about this like a Lego basically for other dApps to use. So you just attach the account, and others can just query this this list on the blockchain, and then just see, okay, this is a legit account. And if there's some trust issues with some countries, because we understand, maybe I don't know, maybe some countries will just print too many passports. You can always, as a project, just limit. You can just say, okay, this country, so many claims per country, or something like that. So I mean, even in this regard, it's pretty secure. But most countries won't use this and print fake passports because it's international document. It's kind of used in flying. So if they do this, it's an international issue as well.
And Luca, how do you verify that someone is actually pairing a real passport and not something, I don't know, like they're trying to mess with the system in some way?
Okay, right. So so there is a trust chain from your country certification authority, CSCA, and basically they issue one certificate that then issue passports. And whenever you basically sign, you send this to contract, and contract verifies your public key from your passport. It verifies it up to your country CSCA. So you cannot fake it. And also, what's also proven, you cannot just copy the content of the passport and just publish this as well, because there's active authentication, at least on most passports. And active authentication means that you sign it right now. So basically, you just sign like a hash of current block header on from EOS. And so if somebody just steals it on, I don't know, on airport, they will not be able to sign it at this point, because they can copy the data. They can always copy the data, but they cannot prove that they have this passport right now. So it's pretty safe from that perspective as well.
Okay. Luca, does your project have like a website or something?
I can share you the website that we're hoping it will be up in like 3 days.
Okay.
But, sorry, I should say like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be up very soon. Let me see how I can. The website will be on port.link, but it's not deployed there right now. This is like our test site for now. We're still missing some, like download buttons and so on. Yeah.
Okay.
Luca, what?
Okay,
oh,
go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead, Zach. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, Luca, what stops people from using other people's passports? For instance, like I could go get my brother's passport, link that to my crypto account.
Right.
For whatever reason, I might do that. But what? It's like a basic KYC, or it's not quite KYC. I'm not grasping the.
I mean, at least in this basic form that we will deploy in like 3 months. This is the idea. There is that whoever has the password can attach their own account. So even if it gets stolen, you can take. If it gets stolen like momentarily or something, on if somebody uses on airport or something, if they manage to do that, it's not that easy, but in theory it can be done. Or I don't know, your roommate uses. Then you can basically just use it again and just attest to other account, because at the end of the day, the person that has it is the owner, and in this way, basically, we don't need to present any personal information, and it just works. So yeah, there will be like some cases when a roommate does it and you don't know. So this will be, but this is not like really like Sybil attack where there will be like hundreds of them or something like that. It would just be like, okay, one per, I don't know, 1,000 user will be like roommate. Yeah. And it's still Sybil protected in a way. Sure, he will take it, you will not get it, but there will still be one per passport.
So this is just a system to legitimize a EOS account, that there is like a real life passport that is attached to our EOS accounts.
We say like civil protection basically. So you can be sure that there is no like one person doing like 100 accounts or something like that.
Sure.
So
yeah.
It completely solves that part.
Well, my concern, I have concerns about, let's say, like, so you mentioned the way it gets solved is basically like only one passport can be attached to one account, right? So even if like your friend or your roommate takes it, you could eventually recover it by maybe doing a video call or something to confirm your identity.
You'll probably just be able to just rewrite it, because you have it right now. So and also let's just understand how this works. You still need to open, and you need to write one info from inside the passport. You cannot just do it by seeing it on the table or something like that. So what we can do, we can basically just allow users with passport to just attest another one, and whenever they do that, they will revoke the old one. So we don't need to do the call and all this.
Okay.
I mean, it can be done in that way as well, with calls and checks, and then you can verify like pictures and so on. But this is not something we can reasonably finish in 3 months. So.
Okay. Yeah.
So Luca, I really like what we are bringing to the ecosystem, the value of this, and I really understand it. But we also have to discuss about what other projects that the one that will be delegated from here will support. So do you have an opinion about this?
About other projects, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I would really like to support basically somebody that will write contract pay. This can be then used for creating accounts on first deposit. So we're kind of missing some basic smart contract stuff. So for instance, in other systems, whenever let's say in Bitcoin, you don't have account, right? But you present your account and somebody just transfers you money. And this creates the account. And it can be done the same in EOS in theory, but in practice, it kind of needs some additional work and some additional proposals. And we're kind of, I mean, we're trying to get this in like a couple of years. We always like bug others to do it. And maybe now with this funding, we can find somebody and fund them as well. What I'm also very like enthusiastic, I guess, is about the pegs. So I don't know, like EOS Titan is working on EBC for different blockchains. So I will definitely look to support that. I'm not sure to what extent I will be able to do that, but as much as we can. I mean, for other things, I don't know. I am more of the developer. So in this case, basically, I will probably not support much marketing, but I'm perfectly willing to like talk with Crypto Dunker and give him like a budget to maybe work to maybe like test. We will need a lot of testers with Passport, so maybe if he can onboard some of his users, we can fund that. This is how I see it. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, it will be, let's just talk and let's see what can be done.
I have one more question about this project. What's the regulatory framework like this for? Because I imagine governments aren't going to be like too friendly about somebody building like a third-party app that tracks like people's identities on the blockchain. Or have you figured that out with the governments and stuff?
Well, we did check that we are not. There is no problem with GDPR because there's no public information that we will put on public identifiable information. So from that perspective, we are safe. Other than that, no, we are not asking for permission. I mean, this system can be used without asking government. Basically,
okay.
yeah, all these CSCA are all published, are all public. They're aggregated by DCCAO, but they are also published by each country separately. So we can just download, use it, and that's it. So we don't need to ask anybody. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like your idea a lot, and I think it does have a place. I'm just not too sure like how it's gonna go over in the blockchain community, because most blockchain people are like super libertarian and they don't want like anybody knowing their ID. Like Voice, when the original Voice launched, it was quite a disaster because they wanted to do KYC and a lot of people were uncomfortable with it. But you know, I could see it like, especially for, you know, projects even like my idea where you don't want to give like money to a bunch of fake accounts, for example, and for airdrops and stuff. I do see a use for it. So yeah, I guess you know, I'm definitely willing to consider it. I think there's some flaws, but some potential too. So, you know.
Thank you.
Okay.
Angelus is multiplying.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys,
Oh,
that's because I have to leave. And I'm planning on, listen to your conversation, but on mobile, because I have to go play football or something.
Okay.
No worries, no worries.
Yeah.
I already casted my vote, so since we have limited time, I want to say to you that we have 10 minutes, 7 minutes.
Oh, all right.
So this will be tough. Crypto Dunker, you must do your best.
Okay. Well, you know, I'm not here to particularly win, or, you know, I want to do what's best for EOS, you know, regardless of if I win or not. Zach, can I ask you what kind of business do you own?
At the moment, I have a financial service with disability services in Australia. So we process transactions for customers with disability between our government system and our marketplace here.
Okay, interesting. So like kind of this actually kind of ties in. I don't know how much research you've done about like UBI or like Dan Larimer's universal resource inheritance, as he rebrands it to, but like it probably, you may have noticed, like, for example, I don't know how it is in Australia. In America, though, when you're trying to like pass through disability payments, there is a ton of red tape, like with the government. And sometimes people who have disabilities can take, you know, like 6 months, 9 months, 12 months before they even see their first check. And also, you know, it takes a lot of money to set up the infrastructure to, you know, decides who gets it or not. So like UBI is kind of like, you know, taking that to the next level to where like, basically everybody just gets the money and can do something with it, including, you know, people with disabilities. You know, they will like be able to access it much easier without having to go through all the red tape and everything. And I think yeah, it's definitely something, it's going to be the future. Right now it might be a little bit too early, but you know, again, I just, you know, I guess I would just wrap up by saying like there is a lot of money that's already going to projects that are funding like, you know, dApps and developers, but like no money's really going to the people and the users of EOS, or, you know, just the general population in the whole world. And I think that's something that should change. So
yeah, fully.
Yeah.
I do tend to agree. I think it'd be awesome to see some funds being spent through community content creators and stuff like that. But I think of like this passport system makes a lot of sense as well to support like a UBI system in the future as well. You need to legitimize accounts somehow to even allow that sort of system. So yeah, I'll be voting for Luca today, but yeah, certainly interested in yeah, seeing what we can do in the future to.
Okay.
Luca, I think you have to vote for yourself if you do want to.
I think I just did. I'm
very
not
nice.
completely sure, but it should be.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm using Ledger, so it takes a little bit
All right.
more time.
So Luca, I'm happy to vote for you too. I just want to know at what point could we expect like to sort of work together? Because okay, I know if you get through like the first round of funding, let's say, I know you only get like 100 EOS or something, so I wouldn't
Right.
expect
I think for first 2 rounds, probably it will be problematic for me to split.
Okay.
Just to be honest, just because it will not be much fun. So we will probably just. I'm thinking I should probably just throw it into Pomelo on the project. We will have the project presented there as well. You know.
All right.
Since it's a smaller amount, but yeah, I mean, if we count to around 3, maybe, then definitely we can work.
It gets to round 3. Okay. Gotcha.
I hope that's
Alright.
okay. I don't know.
No, it's okay. I know you're doing your best. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Yeah.
It's good that we can, like, if you go to the election and you've got all results, you can actually see other groups reaching consensus live. It's quite cool.
By the way, but do we still have like a 10 minutes to vote after the this chat?
Or
No, I think the meeting timer ends and that's it, right? So
Yeah, but it's like 1 hour. No, I don't know.
all right.
Yeah, maybe that's just it. Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
I was a bit late to vote there.
All right. Okay. All right. I'll go ahead and vote for you, and hopefully, good luck getting to round 3, and then we'll talk.
Thank you guys, and
Yeah.
I will put you all in the group, so we can talk later what happened and so on. Thank you.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks,
Yeah.
Luca.
Thank you, Lucas.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Bye.
thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Bye-bye.